After understanding this one thing, I started to manifest so much faster, and I'm gonna share it with you. Save this video or follow me if you like this kind of content. We're gonna dive into metaphysics. So let's talk about consciousness. You've got to understand consciousness in order to manifest like a god. Consciousness is what allows everything to take place in the 3D and in other dimensions. You are a part of it. Consciousness and awareness is pretty much interchangeable. Awareness is more so what consciousness possesses. All of the beings in the 3D are a part of consciousness, but they only are a part of consciousness when they are aware of it. Meaning that they can consciously manifest things by getting in a certain vibrational frequency if they become aware of their higher powers. So consciousness don't exist unless you are aware. Without all thoughts, without all the memories, the past experiences, emotions, if you let go of all of that, what is left there? Consciousness. On that basis, you were built. You got reprogrammed by your parents, by your environment that you were exposed to up to 7 years old. Psychologically, a child is getting programmed up to 7 years old. When they're born, they're pure consciousness. They are blank slate. First feeling states before a child started to learn how to speak and how to understand language, he operated on instinctual level. That's when the programming started. You could not explain something or put it in words, but you could definitely feel things and conclude certain beliefs about your environment as to whether it's safe or not. So this created that walking on eggshells, expecting that thing, because that was software. Imagine you just bought a computer. Unless you put a software, it's not going to work. And whatever software you use is in what frequency it's gonna go, right? You were not in control of what software was installed. You were just pure consciousness that was absorbing. There was no awareness that would allow it to reject certain things. That's why people say, oh, I was born in the bad family, that's why I have a bad fate. No, but you get a chance. That's free will later in life. Become conscious after you gaining more information and being exposed to more experiences and feeling states, drawing certain conclusions, or rather experiencing the reflection of your consciousness. I mean, the software. You start to understand that something's not right. But that's when the free will kicks in. Now you need to become aware of what's going on, and that is just the software. You can change the software by becoming aware of it. There's a double slit experiment that I mentioned yesterday in my yesterday's video when I talked about soulmate and manifesting your specific person. The double slit experiment, from a point of view of reality and what the outcome dictates for law of attraction, is this: that when the molecules were let go without camera being there, meaning consciousness, something that's aware of the object, the subject is aware of the object. This is awareness, this is consciousness. When they put the camera, meaning awareness, right, to observe the matter got distributed, or distributed itself rather, in a different pattern. You can check it out. But when they remove the camera, it would go back to how it normally would distribute itself. So this shows that when you're aware of consciousness, meaning the quantum field, that's the consciousness, that's God, you're a part of it. You just have to become aware of it. That's when it starts to work for you. Otherwise, it don't exist for you. What exists for you? The software. Because you can't operate on blank slate. You might explore consciousness, the real happiness. That's when you realize you're a part of God. You can just think one thing and it's just gonna happen like that. Or not even like that. It's just like, don't make you stress out as to whether it's gonna come or not, because you're just so confident. You feel so damn good. You see and feel how many possibilities out there, which are better, bigger, and better than what you've experienced in the past. You don't even want to go to your past shit. Realize when you become aware, especially your patterns, there is your free will to step out, act like an inner guardian of the lower self that got programmed, and install a new program, a new approach. You can't get new and better results in your reality unless you step into the unknown. And you can't manifest consistently. Stays positive, doesn't change, because if you don't clear your energy, clear your frequency, what intention are you sending out? Become aware of that. Stop sending out shit. That's where your responsibility of being on this earth is. All of us, human beings, we have to become accountable for the thoughts we're sending. You think you're just thinking and it's not affecting you? No, it creates your next moment, because it perpetuates situations that will pull you back into that feeling state, because you can't experience or feel anything outside of what you're already feeling or what you already know. Unless you become aware of it, start getting objective, because subjectivity leads to emotionalism. When you're emotional or have certain feelings attached to a situation, it's hard to let it go. To do the letting go technique in this case, you need to do letting go technique in this case. This was introduced by Dr. David Hawkins, where you will just feel the emotion. You're not going to judge it, criticize yourself for how you're feeling a certain way and how you should be feeling and what you should have done and how it all should have panned out. Doesn't matter unless you make it matter. You become aware of it. Get very objective. Do not judge. Objective is your consciousness. When you're aware of consciousness, you realize that this is nothing. This will change. Like, there's bigger shit achieve and do in life, and this becomes nothing to you. Be inner guardian. Get objective first, and I rather be neutral, okay, and then decide how you want to react emotionally. Don't just let your emotions run away from you, because that's just based on software. It's your responsibility to be conscious each and every day about your emotional reaction. I teach you how to get objective and then decide how you want to react, because long-term consequences. So you understand how important this is, because you're manifesting this, that, or doing some, meditations methods, but not realizing this truth is not going to bring anything sustainable. Trust me, I've been there. I'm talking from experience, 10 years. It does not work like that. You need to have something to rely on in terms of your spirituality and beliefs. You need to have these laws instilled to be as your inner guardian, which, there's two sides of you. One is ego identity and one is higher self. I mean, whatever you want to call it. I don't like higher self. I like more so subconscious mind and my soul. Logic, it got programmed by society, so I can't trust it fully. I can trust it when there is another level of me, side of me, which is spirituality, is involved. So I learned how to operate on a 50-50 level. How to remember these laws all day long, pretty much has to become your belief, so that you can utilize your logical mind instead of allowing it to overthink and waste your time, because overthinking thoughts lead to emotional reactions. Then your body starts to respond, and then you back to your old reality. So we need to stop this cycle, because unless you stop it now, it's gonna just perpetuate and continue. So this is the main truth, okay? I really hope you guys listen to 9 minutes, but like I said, I'm committing myself this year to sharing good tips about mindset and not gatekeeping anything. Plus, TikTok is switching to longer form content, and I'm actually very happy, because it gives me more time and ability to express and really explain what I mean in more detail, so it doesn't leave people with questions. Follow for more.